Some good news. The long range outlook looks wet, but long range, we're talking beyond summer. It's been a hot headline this week here at Fox Weather because there's increasing confidence that we could have a strong El Nino by the fall. So how did we get from a strong El Nino to a wet southeast or a rainy southeast? Last week, we highlighted the growing signal that we're heading out of La Nina and moving toward El Nino. A La Nina or El Nino phase, it's just a fancy way of saying, hey, the Pacific Ocean near the equator is cooling or warming. And the map that we're showing you here, this is the large-scale setup or the synoptic pattern that El Nino often brings to the United States. It's important to note this is the pattern that emerges during meteorological fall and winter, so beyond October. A lot to look at on this next map, too, that I'm showing you, starting with those red dots. That red dot is where we sit right now. Currently, we're in a La Nina phase, but notice those red lines. The general increase to that line or those lines, they're showing a warming trend over the Pacific near the equator. That means an El Nino is going to emerge, perhaps a strong El Nino. The higher those lines get, the stronger the El Nino becomes. We take the average of those red lines and we add on a yellow line. So it too, as we look at the average, is going up. It's actually warming a lot. This is a signal that's led the Climate Prediction Center to issue an El Nino watch. So we have all that. With El Nino likely, what does that mean for Florida? The data that we have plotted here, Britta, it's from the past 75 years, roughly, between 1950 and 2023. Strong El Ninos often mean that Florida gets rain, and that's some really good news because, as we're about to show you, the drought has been growing. But there is so much to digest here. Overall, once you get to that April and May timeframe, though, we start really picking up our rain.
Yes, and for Florida, the best ways to beat a drought really come in two ways. The top way is getting a hurricane, or even better, a tropical storm that dumps a manageable amount of water and doesn't cause damage. It's kind of like finding a unicorn, but sometimes it does happen. The second way is by having El Nino set up, which does usually give us a weather pattern for Florida. So this is good news because the state has been battling drought. 99% of the state is in drought conditions. One thing I will throw out there, though, when we're looking at these large-scale setups for the globe, El Nino and La Nina. Sometimes it's easy to see the signature of where we're going, but the timing of that change can sometimes be really tricky to nail down.
For sure.
I mean, think about the La Nina phase we're in right now. We had to kick that down the road by months. It took forever. So we saw the signature, okay, we're going for La Nina, but it took a really long time for it to actually show up and establish itself. So although we have this strong signature that we're going to be moving into El Nino in the fall and winter, I just put out that little asterisk that sometimes it can take some time for it to actually come into fruition.
Similar to forecasting severe storms or hurricanes, there are two things, timing and magnitude, right? And so as we wait for that, we know since last August up until yesterday, the day before, March 24th, we have a growing deficit in Tallahassee, in Jacksonville, in Miami. If you know Florida, this is statewide. This isn't one part of Florida. 90% of the state of Florida is under at least a severe drought. That's worse than 2001, which is what we're showing you here, where the entire state, with the exception of just the fringe of the panhandle closer to Pensacola, was. So April doesn't look great. That speaks to the timing, right? We're waiting, we're waiting. Now, as we look beyond April into June, there is a signal here. And perhaps you can associate that with El Nino, but there are certainly other factors. We'll have overall patterns.
A lot of factors. I mean, do you have a persistent onshore wind that can just allow for sea breeze showers and storms to start to develop? Overall, this zone, which kind of coincides with a little bit of the forecast, we're early on, but we're heading into the wet season for Florida. So it would be only natural to see indications that we're going to have higher shower and thunderstorm chances because we're moving to that time of their year where we do have a rainy season for Florida.
As our yearly averages show, right? Even Fort Lauderdale. We head into May. Here's the rainy season where we pick up nearly 3/4 of our annual rain. Now let's